Welcome to Football Scientific. I'm Aaron Stoddard, a professor of football science. I'm joined by my guest host, Tyler the Tiger. Tyler the Tiger, here to talk about football before the Super Bowl. Have we covered anything about the Super Bowl? Yes, I wrote several articles yesterday on footballanalysis1.com about the Super Bowl. I did a breakdown of the redemption of Sam Darnold as he prepares for the Super Bowl here. I also did a breakdown of Drake May's historic run to the Super Bowl in his second year as a quarterback. And also, this morning was published my 10 bold predictions about the Super Bowl this year. We'll see how it goes. And also, I'm a writer for CFL.com. I've been writing a lot of Hamilton Tiger Cats articles about their free agent acquisitions this week. And UFL.com, I've been writing about the Orlando Storm this week. Well, that's a lot of writing. You've been busy. I have been busy. And also, we're on TikTok making different football videos, and then also we go live each night and sing. Wow, are you a good singer? Not really. Okay, well, people watch them? Yeah, a lot of people watch it. It's pretty crazy. I don't know why, really. I don't know. Do you wear his hair? I don't, but I could. I could wear his hair. Wouldn't that be interesting? I think that would be pretty cool. All right, well, either way, let's break it down, break it down, break it down, break it down. Okay, well, I guess we're going to jump right into break it down. There wasn't a lot of talking time there, Tyler Tiger. Here we go. Okay, in the NFL, New York Giants have hired NFL executive Don Aponte as their new senior VP in football. Pittsburgh Steelers have officially named Brian Angelico as the OC. Danny Crossman, their special teams coach. Joe Witt Jr. as their assistant head coach. DeMonte Pico as their D-line coach, and Pat Riley, not that Pat Riley, it's spelled differently, as their defensive quality control coach. Boom. Philadelphia Eagles offensive line coach Jeff Stoutland has decided to leave the Eagles after 13 years. I guess they can block him from interviewing other jobs for the same job, for an O-line coach job, but he can try and work his way up if he wants. Baltimore Ravens quarterback Israel Woolen will now be the quarterback coach for the Ravens. I'm confused. Okay, quarterback coach will now be the quarterback coach for the Ravens. So this Israel Wookie or whatever is going to be the quarterback coach for the Ravens. Seattle Seahawks nickelback Nick Manawari injured his ankle late on practice on Wednesday, but they're like, nah, he's fine. He's going to play. Minnesota Vikings have hired Matt Thomas as their football administrative coach. So, I mean, that's okay, good. He's been the Seattle Seahawks VP of football operations for 11 years. Arizona Cardinals. They have hired University of Miami running back coach Matt Merritt as their running back coach. Baltimore Ravens have University of I wish I wrote better. Miami, Minnesota, something short with an M. D-line coach Lou Esposito as their defensive line coach. New York Giants offense coordinator Josh McDaniel received Assistant Coach of the Year at the NFL Honors last night. Cleveland Browns, Myles Garrett's Defensive Player of the Year, blah, 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 blah. Carolina Panthers, Ted McMillan is the Offensive Rookie of the Year. I don't agree. I think it should be Travion Henderson. He's in the Super Bowl. Chicago Bears, offensive guard Joe Tooney got the first ever 2025 Protector of the Year award. I guess that's good for an offensive line to get an award. San Francisco 49ers, 2025 Comeback Player of the Year is running back Christian McCaffrey. New England Patriots, head coach Mike Vrabel got the Coach of the Year. And Arizona Cardinals, Buda Baker is the Art Rooney Sportsman of the Year. Sportsmanship Award. Let's see. Cleveland Browns linebacker Carson Schwechner is the Defensive Rookie of the Year. Seattle Seahawks NFL Offensive Player of the Year is Jackson Smith and Juba. LA Rams AP NFL MVP is Matthew Stafford, and he says he'll return in 2026. He's going to play another year. And then Washington Commanders linebacker Bobby Wagner is the Walter Payton Man of the Year. Cool. And the Buffalo Bills have hired Illinois co-defense coordinator at University of Illinois and defensive line coach Terrence Jamison as their new defensive line coach. So he gets a promotion. That's nice. Okay, and the UFL. A couple days of action here in UFL. I'm focused on the Super Bowl more than anything else right now, but here's some UFL news. Birmingham Stallions have added wide receiver John Ross. If you don't know anything about him, he got drafted by the Bengals after he ran a 4.240 in the combine. Guess what? Couldn't translate into making plays. So everyone's hype. Oh, man, Birmingham Stallions got John Ross. Well, he couldn't translate that to making plays. He doesn't catch that well. DC Defenders re-signed wide receiver Kiki Kuti. Okay. Dallas Renegades defensive tackle Darius Morangi is there. And the Louisville Kings removed middle linebacker Monty Rice. And then last night there's more moves. Columbus Aviators have removed from their roster running back Rasheem Blackshear and tight end G. Scott. People were so fired about these draft pickups, and I wasn't that excited. I didn't want to do a full article on that, but a lot of people did. And here's why I didn't want to do it. A bunch of people that were drafted are not going to play in this league. St. Louis Battlehawks running back Jordan Waters. This league is not like the NFL, man. The UFL is not the same. So people want to treat it the same because they can't cover the NFL. I cover the NFL, and I don't need to pander to the stupid UFL. No offense. Go Orlando Storm. Okay. Added to rosters, DC Defenders Willie Drew Jr. and Houston Gamblers tight end Armani Rogers, who used to play quarterback at UNLV. Interesting. Washington Commanders turned him into a tight end. CFL, Saskatchewan Roughriders, they signed from the BC Lions linebacker Josh Woods. Ottawa Redblacks have released national defensive back Dawson Pierre. Saskatchewan Roughriders have released American running back Marcus Major Jr. They signed American linebacker Josh Woodley. Montreal Alouettes signed national wide receiver Regis Sabasa. Okay. And BC Lions have released American defensive lineman Kumoko Toure. And they released global punter Ross Bolge, whatever. Okay, Edmonton Elks signed American defensive back Jeremiah Walker. I'd rather go Jeremy on that, I think. Calgary Stampeders signed global defensive back Bailey Deneen Scott. And Hamilton Tigercats signed American linebacker Winton McManus and signed American offensive lineman Quinn Carroll. And I wrote an article about both of those guys on CFL News Hub. Check it out. That is the news so far. After this week, after the Super Bowl Sunday, CFL kicks into full free agency mode on Tuesday at noon. UFL will start transitioning into training camp soon here. And then NFL will go into off-season stuff. So that'll start free agency and the draft and stuff like that. So that'll change the nature of the articles I've been writing. Which, I mean, it's okay. I like to mix it up, so it's all good. Okay, so that is Football Scientific for today. Thanks for joining us, and we're going to close this portal. We'll have our prediction tomorrow for the Super Bowl, and then we will see how that goes. A scouting report on TikTok for the Super Bowl. Let's close this Football Scientific portal now. Thanks for joining me. Yay! Oh, check out footballanalysis1.com, CFLnewshub.com, UFLnewshub.com. Like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks. Football Scientific.